The Istanbul Airport is one of Europe's busiest airports. It's also the hub for Turkish Airlines, which flies to 130 different countries around the world. It's also about 40 to 50 kilometers away from the city center. Today, I'm at the airport to show you how to get to places like Beyoğlu, Galata Tower, Istiklal, and Karakoy. These are popular places that tourists like to stay in Istanbul. So let's imagine that you just spent X amount of time on an airplane and it's your first time in the city. My first question to you is, how much do you want to travel? Because this will determine the type of transportation that you take into the city center. If you don't want to struggle at all, I recommend booking a private transfer, which can be booked before you arrive. You can contact your hotel for airport pickup. There are also a number of third-party transfer companies that you can book online. I'll leave a link for one of them in the description below. If you're okay struggling a little bit, then you can take the Hava-Is bus. This bus is like a coach bus with specific routes throughout the city. There are two routes that will be beneficial for you. These are the route names. At the airport, these buses are on the lower levels. You'll just take the elevator downstairs to the correct floor. There are a lot of signs. Just look for the airport bus or the Hava-Is bus. You can book a ticket on the website or buy a ticket on the bus with cash or card. When you take this type of transport, you'll have a seat and your luggage will go under the bus. However, you will still have to walk, take a taxi, or public transportation to get to your hotel. To decrease your struggle level in a new country, I recommend downloading an eSIM from Airalo. This will help you with your data and navigation. It's helped me so much when I'm lost or need translation in a new country. If you want to try Airalo eSIM, I'll leave a link in the description below. This link will give you $3 off your first purchase. Now, the last option of how to get to the Istanbul city center is the one where you will struggle the most. And this will be using the Istanbul public transportation. This option is for those who are willing to struggle with their luggage and experience the chaos of Istanbul public transportation. This option also takes the longest amount of time and can be the most confusing, but it is the cheapest. So as a reminder, based on your level of struggle, the one with the least amount of struggle is a private transfer. The one in the middle is the Hava-Is bus, the airport bus, and the one with the most amount of struggle is going to be the public transportation. Since the public transportation is the hardest option, I'm going to show you exactly how to get to Taksim Square, Beyoğlu, and Karakoy from the Istanbul airport. So, are you ready? Let's go. When you get out of the airport, you'll see these red pillar signs that will lead you to the metro station. All you have to do is follow the signs, which will lead you to the metro station. Walking to the metro will take about 9 to 10 minutes according to the sign. You will have to do a lot of walking and go up and down a lot of stairs. So let's go. At the end of the walkway, you're going to go to the left and you're going to go down the escalators. Also, this is the current time. It's 12:45, so we'll see how long it takes to get to the city center. There are a lot of escalators. I think there's probably 3 or 4 sets of escalators that you're going to need to go down. So if you have a lot of luggage, take the elevator. Still more escalators. It's like never ending in Istanbul. Before using the metro, you will need to get an Istanbul card at one of these machines, but I'll get a instructional video on how to do that in a separate video. This elevator is very small, especially when you have a lot of people with a lot of luggage. After you get off of the airport metro line, you're going to get off at Gayrettepe station, which is currently the terminal station of the airport metro line. You're going to go up about 5 or 6 flights of escalators again, because Istanbul is a city built on a lot of hills and each metro line is a different depth. So let's go. This is escalator number 1. Also, the current time is about 1:30, so from the airport to Karachi, it took about 45 minutes. This is escalator number 2. This is escalator number 3. And this is escalator number 4. This is going to be the last escalator. Now that you've made it out of the metro line, you're going to have 2 choices. If you go to the right, you're going to go to the Asian side, which is places like Karakoy and Üsküdar. But since we're going to Taksim and Beyoğlu, we're going to go to the left, and we're going to transfer to the M2 line. This is also a long transfer area. It's probably going to take at least 5 to 10 minutes of walking to get to the metro. Since we're going to Taksim, we're going to go in the direction of Yenikapı, which will be on the right side. So we have made it to Taksim Square. It's now about 2 o'clock. So this took about 1 hour and 15 minutes from the airport to Taksim Square. If you're staying in Taksim, it's a very central area in the city. You can easily take the metro anywhere. And there's also the famous walking street called Istiklal that's very close by. Another area that lots of people like to stay in is called Beyoğlu. And to get to Beyoğlu, you'll just stay on the metro, one more stop to the next station called Şişhane. From there, you'll be able to find your hotel in places like Cihangir or Pera. Galata Tower is down this road. If you're going to Karakoy, you're going to go into this like yellow building that's under construction behind me. And from there, you're going to take the tunnel, which is one of the oldest metro funicular lines. So after you get out of the historical tram line, you will go through the underpass under the street, and you will be in Karakoy. Karakoy is also a great place to stay because you have the seaside here with the ferry access and also the metro line, so it's very central. Across the Golden Horn, you have Sultan Ahmet, which is where you will find the Hagia Sophia and the Blue Mosque and the Old City. Getting to Karakoy also added an extra 30 minutes to the travel time from the airport. So in total, from the airport to Karakoy was almost 1 hour and 45 minutes. If you're looking for things to do in this part of the city in Karakoy, I have another video about that. But for now, I'm going to get something to eat because I am starving. So I'll see you guys in the next one.